One thing I always say is work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, then you may be working harder. So let's change that. Download the app, link your accounts where you can manage your income, track your expenses, and project your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download Solo and begin to work smarter, not harder today. Link is in the description. All right, let's get back to it. We are going to be talking about a new bill that is looking at aiming to put drivers' dash cameras in the spotlight when it comes to passengers. And yeah, Sergio, what's going on with this?
I don't know, man. I mean, I am 1,000,000% for drivers to have a dash cam. There's
100%.
there's no question. You drive 5 hours, you drive 20 hours, you drive 80 hours. You need to have a dash cam. Okay. Number one, for accidents, even if it's not your fault, hit and run, you have evidence. I mean, look, it's a proven fact. It's statistically, even the idiot riders who get in your car and see the dash cam, it's a deterrent, okay, for them not to be an idiot. Look, a criminal is going to do what they're going to do. I don't think dash cam is going to stop that, but what it's going to do is, that's why we talk about display ride, but I'll talk about what I use and what I recommend. But first of all, it's a must. But this kind of surprised me, Chris, really. This is 2 senators, right? And Uber and Lyft don't require drivers to dash cam. So actually, I'm going to try to make them require by them, right? Subsidizing the drivers with small. You know how Uber, when they overpay you, Chris, what do they do?
They take it right away.
They go, pay me back like $20 a month to $40 a month, whatever the overpayment was. Remember how many of those we had, right?
Yep.
If Uber and Lyft did something like that, okay, like put a display right in there, in all the cars, right? And say, okay, we're going to give you the camera. You're going to pay us back $20 every month if the camera is $250 for a year. And we're going to also take care of your $10 a month subscription for clearly uploading to the cloud automatically. I think everybody would go for it. And I just don't understand.
I would even do a trade-off where it would be like, if you give X amount of rides within the month, then they will cover it. So if it's like,
exactly, if you're diamond driver,
rides, something simple like that, because even part-timers, like, even if you're just doing this on 1 day a week, just for some extra cash or something, you should have a dash camera, because you don't know what's going to happen. And it's just good to have that evidence right there. So
this would be a reward, unlike the Slurpee at 7-Eleven or a hot dog, right?
Yeah.
This would be a reward that would push drivers into platinum or diamond. Let's say if you go diamond, they'll pay the monthly $10 or $20 on display ride, right, for you. It helps everybody. It helps the company too, because the number one complaint Uber and Lyft have are high commercial insurance rates, right? I mean, you have the evidence right there. So I'm going to try. I really am. With my contacts, I'm going to try to push for that. Look, at least test it, pilot it to your elite drivers on Lyft, to your diamond drivers on Uber. It's an incentive to stay diamond. It's not costing the driver anything. The driver feels safer. The rider feels safer. And Uber's insurance companies may be happier. I get it. Uber has that thing in the phone, right? You can voice record or video record, but on a rinky-dink phone, not everybody's phone is brand new. It doesn't take the outside. I mean, we want to look for
first off, one is not available everywhere. Two,
exactly,
like if you're driving at night, it's worthless, because you're only going to see a little bit of light as you're driving through. It doesn't have like an actual dash camera that will have the IR with it. So those are a couple of drawbacks to that. And then audio, I mean, audio is just, that's not really going to be great either, because your phone's audio is not the best to begin with when it comes to a mic. I mean, dash camera mics are going to be a little bit better, because they're somewhat designed a little bit more, so they're going to capture a little bit more, because they're actually like up instead of right near a vent. And that's another thing. Like if you have your air conditioning going and it's right near a vent, you're going to hear the. So it's it wouldn't necessarily work as well. But yeah, something like a dash camera that's designed for its purpose is going to be a lot better.
Yeah. So anyway, but I'm gonna push for this a little bit.
But
Maybe just try dash cams in drivers' cars. I mean, but anyway, so these two senators, if you go to the next screenshots, I'll give you the names. These are U.S. senators, they're federal, obviously, and is from Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee and Democratic. So it's a bipartisan bill. Senator Peter Walsh of Vermont would require companies to give customers the option of being paired with a new driver if they don't want to ride with a driver using a recording device. First of all, again, like you correctly stated at the start, all this is for the rider, right?
mhm.
I mean, on topic 3, we're going to talk about why rideshare is such a dangerous business and why not enough is done about driver safety, right? But it seems like even the senators now, they want to protect the riders some more. They want to protect their privacy some more. Look, buddy, if you don't want to get in a car, you have 2 minutes as a rider. Do these senators, they even know that? You have 2 minutes. If you register your dash cam with Uber and Lyft, and Uber and Lyft send you a message, the car that's about to pick you up has a recording device, you can cancel it. You have 2 minutes without getting charged. Order a car that doesn't have that. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So to me, it's like, why do we even need a law about this? I'm not sure, man. I'm sure there's privacy stuff isn't concerned. And Uber and Lyft drivers are increasingly using cameras on their dashboards to document carjackings. Well, forget carjackings. That's the ultimate. I mean, all the assaults, all the verbal abuse, right? Besides the physical abuse that these drivers are taking.
Just the simple lies.
Yeah. Just oh, he was under the influence, unjust deactivations. Now you got to wait 72 hours for that to get cleared up by a human. All these things, it kind of gets alleviated. I mean, it's just eliminated with the dash cam, right? And Uber introduced the devices on its network, right? That doesn't. It works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work, depending on how good or old or new your phone is. The bill must work its way through the U.S. Senate. I get it, but it's a bipartisan bill, and it's protecting, I'm sure, the privacy rights. Plus, I'm not even sure this is a federal matter. I think this is a state-by-state matter because each state, Chris, has
Yep.
either two-party consent state, one-party
Mhm.
consent state. You can't make
I was
one
just going to
size
say
fits
that.
all.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I mean, first of all, this raises a number of things because to me, this is federal overreach in terms of their powers. Because yes, all states already have recording laws on the books. Whether it's a one-party consent state, two-party consent state, that's up to each individual state. Secondly, this is your personal car. This is your personal property. So if you want to record your personal property, you can. It's the same thing if you have cameras in and around your house. You don't have to warn anybody that's coming to your house that says, "Oh, I have cameras that you're going to be recorded." I don't have to.
Yeah.
It's my
I mean,
personal house. I mean, in a one-party consent state, of course.
yeah.
But like it's your personal property. So for me personally, the only way I don't register my dash camera with Uber Lyft. I don't care to. I don't want to. Secondly, I have the stickers that say "Warning: You're being recorded"
Yeah.
through the audio and video on stickers that are placed within the car, and that's for their safety and my safety put together. So I don't think that it needs to be anything beyond that, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
I think that's just an overreach when it comes down to it. Because one, yeah, like I said, it's my property, it's my car. I live in New York State. It's a one-party consent state. I don't need anybody else to consent. If they don't like it, they can cancel the ride. I don't really care.
Yeah. You have 2
And
minutes.
I wouldn't want them in my car to begin with if they didn't want to be under that realm. Um,
I
but
know the
does that mean that
story.
I can opt out of stores from recording? "Oh, I'm sorry, you can't record me because,
Exactly.
uh,
I
you have
mean,
cameras in here?"
you're being recorded everywhere, man.
Yeah,
I don't get this. I don't get this just specifically for Uber and Lyft, right? And in
yep.
fact, I talked to Uber about this. They go, well, some riders feel uncomfortable. Well, what do they have to hide? I mean, look, they're getting recorded on the street. They're getting recorded in Walmarts. They're getting recorded at Costco's. They're getting recorded at their schools. They're getting recorded at the bank.
They're getting
Where are you not
recorded
getting
driving
recorded?
around.
At
They're getting
McDonald's,
re
you're getting recorded. Where are you not getting recorded? I mean,
You're getting recorded when you're picking your nose driving down the street. I mean, hell, some people are getting tickets like if you're in LA.
yeah, this is typical nothing to do Washington doing something. I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but hopefully this will not go anywhere. I mean, I would think Uber and Lyft should push back on this instead of support this. They haven't said if they're going to push back or not, but I think it's a useless thing, waste of taxpayer money and waste of taxpayer time on this
Yeah.
one.
There's so many other things that they need to fix over in Washington. Fiscal policy being one. The debt spending is absolutely out of control. You know, all of this crap is absolutely bonkers. And you're complaining about a dash camera. Come on. Seriously.
Yep.
So vote those people out then. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, well, those are two major
They're equal
senators,
opportunity losers, in my opinion.
Yeah. Anyway, but so what do you guys think? I mean, I don't think it's the federal government's job really to get involved in all of this stuff. Again, California is a two-party consent state. I have my stickers on the door. You don't like it? Cancel the fucking trip. Don't get in my car. What do you have to hide? Are you going to be an asshole in the car? Well, I'm going to record you. I want to. You're sitting behind me. I want to be safe.
Do you know how many times? Do you know how many times I've actually heard passengers that'll get in and they'll be like, they'll actually read the sticker and they'll be like, "Wow, that's actually really smart to do," and they like it because then they feel safer too.
Well, it is. I mean, look, I'm not talking about just riders abusing or assaulting drivers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, there are
It's
bad
a two-way
apples in the
street
there are bad apples in the driver community.
And honestly, having a dash camera is honestly more professional.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing, I've had few rides last few weeks that Uber sends you a notification saying that the rider is recording the trip. I'm going like, knock yourself out, buddy. We're both recording each other. So there you go.
Don't you worry about that. I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Oh, perfect. Yeah, don't worry. I'm recording this trip too. Have a great day."
Yeah, they send you the ping with that. So in case you don't want to take it, I'm like, no, I got nothing against it. You can record all the shit you want.
Yeah, I don't care.
But anyway, so I think, federal government, bro, go work on the $35 trillion debt.
Yeah. $1 trillion in debt every 100 days. I think that needs to be fixed. Otherwise, we won't have a place to call America much longer. Let's take care of that first.
100 trillion. Yeah, Chris is right because he watches my other channel.
Quite a few of the news channels that I watch on top of that are talking about
$1 trillion every 100 days, Chris. $1 trillion
insane.
Every 100 days.
Insane.
Anyway,
it's absolutely
let's go
crazy.
to the next one. The first couple three, by the way, are all like driver safety related, except
passenger safety related.
Well, it should be driver safety related, but it seems like it's going the other way.
It's that pendulum that's swinging like this right now.
Well, typical, right? Who cares a shit about the driver? So.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.